I'm filming 365 seconds every day for 365 days, and this is day 21, 3 weeks. The other day we found the best banh mi's we've had in all of Vietnam, and today is our last day, so we're getting another one. I'm biased because I like a vegetarian banh mi, and this is the first one I've been able to find, but it's so good. And it's only 15,000 dong, so it's like 75 Australian cents. Okay, we've just gone to the embassy for Laos and we're applying for our visas now before we cross the border into Laos tomorrow on the bus to make it a much more seamless process. So we dropped off our passports. Now it feels weird to be without a passport, and we're going to go do some vintage shopping hopefully and come back and pick up our passports at 4. Got the visa. We are strictly obsessed with salt coffee, so being our last day, we definitely have to go get one. And there's a cute little coffee shop called Egg Yolk that apparently does the best one in town. So for dinner tonight, we've come back to the same place we were at last night. So good. Chicken pho and breadsticks. Being our last day in Vietnam, I wanted to think about what the experience had been like visiting this country. The food was something I was most excited for, and it did not hesitate to impress me. Vietnamese food is something I've always loved, but to try dishes in their home country is always the ultimate way to properly try the cuisine. And the street diners are usually the places with the most authentic tasting plates. It's also a very big part of the experience eating not only in restaurants, but in the street diners like locals, in the small plastic chairs and tables that barely fit your legs in, and the street food too. I think food is often a gateway into experiencing countries when traveling. It's such a big part of culture, and these small interactions you have with locals. I dropped off a shoe yesterday. It's how you get to know the people. How you find the kindness in a country's personality, and Vietnam has been very welcoming. Then the next best way to take in your surroundings is by wandering and watching. Often tours, boat rides and hostels only show you the tourist side, and to really get a glimpse of the culture you've come to explore, it's often just in the streets. It's It's in the buildings you pass by, in the colours of the neon signs, in the foreign language written on the walls. It's in the roads and the traffic, how dense it flows, how many bikes and scooters take up the lanes, and all the pretty people riding them. All different stories. Some families of 5 on one bike, some women in heels riding their scooters. Some bikes bringing an entire florist with them or a parade of balloons to sell. And every one of them has an entire life, an entire story. Every one of them is going somewhere. And all of us are in the streets for that moment, sharing the roads, sharing their country. Thank you, Vietnam. We have successfully had dinner before the sun went down. This was our last night in Vietnam, and tomorrow we're going to excitingly cross the border from Vietnam to Laos on a bus. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning for that. Okay, bye!